NHL regular season recap, night 154, just 3 games tonight. The first one, the Leafs taking on the Capitals, and the Leafs kind of stomped the Caps tonight. It was a 7-3 final, excuse me. Austin Matthews, the only goal in the first, just 16 seconds in, and then in the second, the offense kind of pops off. Nylander, Ovechkin, Matthews again, Connor McMichael, and Jake McCabe all scoring. 2 goals for Matthews in the first 2 periods. In the third, Ovechkin with his second, Bobby McMahon, Tyler Bertuzzi, and John Tavares. Max Domi didn't get on the score sheet with a goal, but he did have 4 assists. Austin Matthews threw 3 assists, and with his 2 goals. Joseph Woll, 18 of 21 for an 857, while Charlie Lindgren, not all that great, 22 of 29 for a 759 in the losing effort. Tough loss here for the Caps, big one for the Leafs, 7-3 is the final. The Stars taking on the Coyotes, and much like the Kings last night, the Stars just took care of business against the team that they should be winning against at this point in the season. Clayton Keller does get the first goal. It's the only goal of the first period, but from there on out, it's pretty much all Stars. Stankoven, Ben, and Seguin all scoring in the second. Dallas outshooting Arizona 13-6 in the second frame. And then Arizona actually outshoots Dallas in the third, but it's Robertson, Smith, and Leonard with his first goal as an NHLer. Connor Ingram, 28 of 33 for an 848. Jake Ottinger looked pretty solid. 23 of 25 for a 920. Again, pretty business-like performance here by the Stars. They win it by a final score of 5-2. Third and final game of the night here, the Kings taking on the Minnesota Wild, and it was a perfect night for Dave Riddick, a not-so-perfect night for Marc-Andre Fleury, or the Minnesota Wild in general. They get blanked by LA 6-0. Phil Deneau, Kevin Fiala, and Victor Arvidsson in the first. Arvidsson's first of the year, by the way. Matt Roy and Jordan Spence both scoring to make it 5-0 relatively early in the second. Spence's goal 7.5 minutes in. Philip Gustafsson comes in relief. And he gives up 1 to Anze Kopitar. It was a pretty, effortless one-timer backdoor goal for him, so not much to be done there by Gustafsson, but that would end up being the final goal of the game. Nothing more coming in the third. Pretty even shots-wise, 29-27 actually in favor of of Minnesota. I think that's going to get added to 30, at least based on the scoreboard I was just watching this on, but nonetheless, a pretty dominant performance here from LA. They take advantage of the chances they get, and Minnesota, of course, not able to capitalize on anything, so a tough loss for them. They're, of course, still trying to hunt down Vegas. They're still a few points back, so we'll see if they can bounce back in their next game, but that's going to be it for NHL regular season recap night 154. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow for, as usual, on Thursday, a much busier slate. We'll talk to you guys then.